He did say that if he can prove that the knife is one of theirs, yeah. If that bally thing in the victim's back really was one of ours, you'll have a job proving it, I think. So then let's present this fragment of metal.
Objection!
Mr. Garadeb, could I ask you to take a good look at this, please?
You can ask, but I can't see a bully thing.
You can't?
Used to call me Dead-Eye Deb back in the regiment, of course. But that was some time ago now. Even when I'm trying to enjoy a large print book by the fire these days, I struggle to tell a B from a D and a P from a P and a P from a Q, to be honest.
Oh, he does. Dearie me, it's rather wearing being asked about every other letter and every other word.
You must be very dizzy.
What is that? A tiny scrap of metal.
Yes, almost certainly from the tip of a blade. And what may appear at first to be just a tiny scrap is in fact a crucial piece of evidence. Let's go fucking chat.
Interesting. And where did the defense come by this evidence?
It was lodged in the chamber of Mr. Garadeb's pipe.
Oh, my pipe, you say? But by Jove, I wonder how that got there. And what precisely does this fragment of metal signify, Counsel? Are you suggesting that it is in some way related to the matter of the stabbing on Briar Road?
LOL!
I am.
What?
When put together with another piece of evidence already in the court record, I believe this tiny fragment of metal will unravel the whole truth of this case, my lord. Aw, shit. By Jove, yeah, dude.
You appear rather confident in that extraordinary statement, Counsel. Very well then, present the pertinent evidence to the court. What evidence, when paired with this fragment of metal, allegedly reveals the truth of this entire case?
Take that!
The jackknife. This is the knife that was found in the victim's back. If you look closely, you will see that there is a small piece at the tip of the blade that is missing.
A common issue with the inferior blades sold at unsavory street markets. Criminals who use them regularly leave the tips lodged in the victim's bones. And what of this particular knife? No doubt its tip has suffered a similar fate, now languishing somewhere near the spine of the victim.
Objection!
Objection!
No, that's not the case. The tip of this particular knife's blade is the very fragment of metal we discovered in the chamber of Mr. Garadeb's pipe. Let's go, Chet, let's go.
Good grief! Lord Van Zieks? I don't believe it. The knife from the crime scene and this fragment of metal are a perfect match. Good golly gosh! Oh! Order! Is this some sort of Eastern sorcery? This is no magic, my lord. This is a miracle. A miracle?
So Van Zieks has figured it out too, has he?
Lul!
Counsel, explain this extraordinary coincidence at once.
Yes, my lord. The crucial point we have to ask ourselves here is when did the fragment of metal find its way inside Mr. Gardev's pipe?
Something that was clarified for us in the most recent witness testimony.
That's a penis.
MrSamKim, look a miracle.
Had this thing in my hand as usual at the time of the onslaught. Knocked it clean out with one of her soft projectiles she did, yes. It would never have been sent flying unless it was hit by something pretty solid.
Her cheeks.
Oh, dearie me.
During the argument between these two that occurred just as the victim was on the pavement below, Mrs. Gardeb flung this knife at her husband. However, the knife missed Mr. Gardeb, instead striking the pipe in his hand at the time, which caused the tip to break off, of course.
Oh, good lord.
Yes, and that is when the tiny tip of the blade found its way inside Mr. Gardeb's pipe.
The chances of that are 1,000,000 to 1.
And yet, there's no other credible explanation for how the tip of the blade ended up in your pipe. Then, after losing its tip, the knife ricocheted off the pipe and flew out of the open window. In short, this knife, which fell from the window of the Gardeb's house, is the very same knife that struck the victim in the middle of the back on the street below.
Oh gosh. Oh dear.
Let's go, chat. Let's go.
Holy shit!
A full-bodied theory. I'll give you that. A complex bouquet of seemingly trivial points, plausibly arranged to create an almost passable vintage. Allow me to toast my learned friend's characteristically Nipponese approach to bottling his argument. Sorry? But, after all, it is just a theory. The bottle, I fear, is corked. Because you see, it's spoilt by an insurmountable inconsistency.
Imagine drinking a sweet glass of wine in court. What's this ass going to claim now? An insurmountable... What?
Lord Van Zieks, explain yourself. What is this inconsistency you claim to have identified?
An inconsistency of the simplest nature, my lord. The victim was found with a knife planted in the middle of her back. Yes, in her... There's the handprint again.
That's right, you silly little man.
Lul!
Oh, Joan, old thing. What are you getting so excited about, and why the fuck did you slap me in the face again? I swear that hand just healed. I mean, my face just healed.
Lul!
This guy won't freaking give up. The handprint.
Lul!
Let us consider the basic facts of the case once more. The victim was walking along the pavement before being stabbed in the back and falling to the ground. If the knife that struck her had fallen from above, there's no possible way it could have planted itself into the victim's back. Order, order!
Quite right. You see, that's exactly right. If the knife had fallen on her from above, it would have struck her on the top of her head.
Well,
He's lost for words. I knew it. I never liked his theory in the first place.
I don't know though what really did happen. It would appear the defense has made rather a spectacular blunder. If a theory has even one inconsistency, it cannot stand. Your theory, my learned friend, is history. We were so close. I could see the truth.
Oh my god, motherfucker!
I was so sure we were on the right track. But now the way has been blocked completely by just one simple inconsistency. Or in other words,
We simply need to eliminate that one inconsistency and the theory will stand.
Mr. Sato.
You mustn't worry, Mr. Naruhodo. You were just caught off guard, that's all. And your mind went blank. But if the path you were on is indeed correct, then a way will present itself. Let's go, Susato. Let's go, baby. The key to this is in the court record, I'm sure. All the information you need is there.
It seems you have nothing to say, my Nipponese friend. Well, your silence speaks volumes. A tacit acceptance that your theory is fatally flawed.
Objection!
This inconsistency doesn't mean I'm in the wrong. It means that I need to sharpen my mind and dig deeper for the truth. It's a test. This inconsistency doesn't mean I was on the wrong track. It means that I need to sharpen my mind and dig deeper for the truth. It's a test.
Yes. If the knife fell on the victim from above, there's no way that it could have hit her in the middle of the back. Under normal circumstances, that is.
What are you implying? Counsel?
There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can explain this inconsistency. That can explain how the knife that fell from above could have pierced the victim's back. We already have the answer.
Goodness! Utter madness.
Lul!
Surely this must be the last time. Counsel, present the evidence of which you speak. This is the last inconsistency. The final piece in the puzzle.
If I can successfully make sense of this, the truth will be laid bare at last. The old dude is probably half hoping to take his abuser away. Blink, Blink, are they really this dumb? Yes, I believe so. I will say just in real life, the weight of the knife with the distance it had to fall would not be enough to cause it to go further than maybe only about half an inch, but it is a game. I know, right? Unless it's super weighted and incredibly sharp with a broken tip. She also threw a fire poker. Yo, what's up, S23? Welcome back to the stream, dude. How you doing, man? Cheers. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Ace Attorney. Should be able to wrap up this case tonight. The evidence that explains how the falling knife became lodged in the victim's back is... Dun 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 dun. Evidence that explains how the falling knife became lodged in the victim's back. The fourth book. Okay, let's check this out. Wait, the book? I think book. The book 4 explains it. The bend over angle? Wait, what? Kites, welcome back to the stream. Cheers. Yep. Wrapping up this case tonight. I won't be streaming for that much longer, but yeah, welcome back, Kites. How you doing? Yeah, it does specifically say it was in her hand, but I'm confused. How does that explain how the falling knife became lodged in the victim's... Meg, good morning. Welcome back to the stream. Either the book itself or the pic of her on the ground holding it. But how does that explain how the falling knife became... This is just a picture showing that it is in the back, but it doesn't explain how. Excited to hang out later on tomorrow, Kites. Let's go. Submitting it as to why the knife could hit her in the back is Altair said she bent over to grab it. Maybe the photo. I'm good. Just got home from work. Oh, nice, Kites. I hope you had a good shift. Having her back flat for gravity to work. I'm doing good, Kites. Thanks for asking. Yeah, we've been on this case for quite some time, and yeah, I couldn't stream last week because of internet issues, so it's good to be back with some Ace Attorney. Thanks for being here. Since we need to establish that she bent over to get it. The pic is of the incriminated screen. It's showing that she has the book, which means at some point she picked it up. Oh, and if she like went down, okay, I get what you mean. In fact, this is a very intense moment. Yeah. Like we're getting pretty close to wrapping up the case. So hyped. Also, so down for round one after dinner. All right, sweet, for sure. Yeah, I haven't checked Discord, but yeah, if you guys are down, then yeah, it's pretty fun. I had a good time last time I was there. And what was it? You can buy drinks in there, but I do have some White Claws here. I could bring those over tomorrow. If you wanted to drink. I mean, the picture shows a picture of the crime in the wrong place, so the picture don't show anything that would help IMO. That's why I think the book tells more. The fourth book? All right, let's save.
Where are we meeting to drink?
Aw, Nez, it would have been cool if you fucking lived in Cali. I'm going to get Peruvian food with Magical Kites, Sonic Izzy, and Ectoro over in Long Beach. And then after, we're going to go to Round 1, which is like a arcade and bowling alley. Well, snap, I'm down for drinks, but it's not necessary. Okay, for sure, for sure. Because I know you said you didn't really want to smoke, so, yeah. If you wanted to have some pre-game drinks in the car, definitely down to bring over some claws with me. But yeah, I know you can buy beers inside. The evidence that explains how the falling knife became lodged in the victim's back is... Hmm. 50-50 between the picture and the actual book. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that sounds like so much fun. Yas. And yeah, Kites and Sonic never had Peruvian food before, so yeah, they're about to get their minds blown. Peruvian food is fucking delicious, and that restaurant is mwah, chef's kiss. I gotta head to bed here. Someone let me know later how this turns out. Love all you sexy beasts. Good night, Altair. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Sleep well, man. Have a great day tomorrow. Okay. Actually, I'm very down for pre-game collabs. MrSamKim derp. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. What burned the book? The wife started a fire inside their house. And yeah, that's how it got burnt. The wife was fighting with her husband and knocked over a candle. I was looking at that menu and it looks so good. Yeah, Kites. Yeah. Yeah, the food there is pretty solid. I ate there for my sister-in-law's birthday last year. My God, loved it. The evidence that explains how the falling knife became lodged in the victim's back. How? I'm gonna go with the photograph.
Take that!
This, the fourth book found at the scene. This is the final piece of evidence the defense will present. Let's go, chat.
The burnt book. Is that not Mr. Garadeb's book?
Yes, and to understand its significance, we have to consider how it came to be at the scene in the first place. This photographic print clearly shows the book in question, and the victim holding it in her hand. But as we all now know, it was the police constable that put the book between her fingers like that.
Quite so. As part of this wholesale transplanting of the crime scene to the opposite side of the road.
That's true. However, as part of his testimony, Constable Beat made an extremely enlightening statement on that point. But what made you place that book in the victim's hand?
Oh, well, sir, that's because that's how I found it. When we first ran over to the scene, the victim was already holding the book. So, when I moved everything, I made sure it was still in her hand.
In other words, the victim had already picked the book up on her own volition. And clearly, that must have been before she suffered the knife wound.
Well, I should say so. After being attacked with the knife, I don't imagine she'd have been doing much of anything.
So, the question becomes, why did the victim have that book in her hand?
By jingo! I think I'm beginning to see what may have happened now.
Oh, dearie me.
We know that the book fell from the top floor of the Garadeb household onto the pavement below, at precisely the moment that the victim was walking past. Yes, at exactly that moment. The young woman was walking along the street in the light fog, when all of a sudden, a book fell right in front of her.
The book I threw?
Yes, Mrs. Garadeb. And what do you think the woman did? What would you do if you were walking along and suddenly a book landed in front of you on the pavement?
Well, I really can't imagine it, but I suppose she might have reached down and picked the book up.
Let's go, chat, let's go. Yes, that is exactly what the woman in fact did. She picked up the book.
Oh, heavens!
And when the woman reached down to pick the fallen book up, what position would her back have been in? That's right, facing the sky, completely and utterly defenseless. Then, in the very next moment, while the woman was still bent over picking up the book, the next object fell from the room above, the jackknife, straight into the middle of her back. And at that same time, walking by chance directly behind Miss Green, was the defendant, Mr. Soseki Natsume.
Well, I never!
It appeared to Mr. Natsume that the woman simply collapsed on the floor. In the dark and the fog, he didn't see the knife falling on her from above. And from the other direction, the constable and his wife saw no one but the victim and her apparent attacker.
So there never was a real culprit to run from the scene in the first place.
No, this was nothing more than a series of unlikely events that culminated in an unfortunate accident. And that is the real truth behind this case.
Woohoo! Take that, you little shit!
Breakthrough!
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb.
The very first time you showed me that knife, I had my suspicions. I wondered if perhaps it might have been something like that.
Also, you need to update your YouTube link on your bot. I will remind you later if you forgot. Oh, hey, by the way, did you change your YouTube name? The link to it on your Twitch page works, but the one Stream Elements puts... Chat says it's unavailable? Huh? Okay. I gotta just remove that C. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I just have to remove that C. Let me change that real quick. But yeah, if you type in youtube.com/samxs2, that will still redirect you to the channel. But yeah, I accidentally had that C in there. There we go. Wait, so the book also fell from their house? Yep. Happy Pancake Day, Chat and Sam. You too, Meg. I don't think we have that here, but yo, an excuse to eat pancakes? Wait, where are my French fries? he's no longer in the trial. He was a part of it earlier, Kites. I don't think we have Pancake Day, Meg. Yeah, possibly footlong. Yeah, they might both work. And yeah, if you want to catch up on any of the Ace Attorney content, I'm pretty behind on my YouTube stuff, but all the VODs are up there, and yeah, this is the specific Ace Attorney playlist. The real truth was the victim is an international super spy, and the couple living in the apartment above were professional assassins that murder with unfortunate events. But yeah, no, in any case, thanks for letting me know about the what was it? Oh, so if the C is in there for SamKim89, that'll work. But if you type in youtube.com/SamXS2, that'll still redirect you. Oh man, my fries. I'm sorry, Kites. Heads up, my non-subs, I do have an ad block coming in 1 minute.
I wondered if perhaps it might have been something like that.
There, old bean.
Or Mrs. Garadeb. Of course, I never meant for anything of the sort to happen, but it was all my fault, wasn't it? I take full responsibility. I let my anger get the better of me. I threw that book. And I threw the knife as well. John, dear.
It's all right. I know.
I'm ever so sorry. Truly. I'm sorry!
Oh God!
Look at the back of his pants are all fucking from all the tea. SamXS2, you say? But yeah, it's because when I initially made my YouTube channel, it's supposed to be Sam, X, and the S2 is supposed to be like a heart. Aww. Earthquake. Thanks, Footlong. Good looking out, man. UK and American pancakes are different here. Waffles are better, though. Let's be honest. Damn, that would have been a perfect fart moment. I know, right?
Lord Van Zeeks, what news of Mrs. Garadeb?
She's been taken to the infirmary. It would appear that today's events had left her in an especially flustered state. However, I believe she will recover in due course. There is no cause for concern.
Yes, unbeknownst to themselves, they caused what could easily have been a terrible tragedy. They shall have to prepare themselves for the consequences of their actions.
There is some good news, however, my lord. I have just had word from the hospital where the victim is being treated. Her condition is improving steadily, and the doctor believes she will regain consciousness soon. It's strange. We've been talking about the victim all this time, but we've never once met her.
How wonderful! The woman is out of danger, it seems.
Yes, that is good news.
So, Mr. Soseki Natsume.
There he is.
Yes. On behalf of my fellow countrymen, I would like to take this opportunity to beg your pardon, sir. You came from your distant eastern homeland to study our great British culture, and have been repaid with immeasurable unkindness. Please, accept our heartfelt apologies. No. It is me who should be begging your pardon.
Oh no, Mr. Natsume.
That evening, when the young woman just collapsed on the pavement before my eyes, I jumped to the wrong conclusion again in my confusion. What conclusion, sir? I was sure that the woman was dead.
Yes, Constable Beat said the same thing, didn't he? He thought she had been killed too.
I suppose she must have looked completely lifeless.
It's been about a year since I arrived in Great Britain now, but I still can't get used to life here. I can't relax. I'm sure there are evil spirits lurking in the fog, like they're haunting me.
Poor Soseki-san. His imagination really has got the better of him.
Yes, poor man.
So, when it happened, I thought the young woman had been taken by the fog. I thought the young woman had been taken by the fog spirits. I should never have dropped my books like that and run away. I should have called for help, for a doctor, for the police. Instead, I've managed to create a rift in the relationship of trust between our two empires. And for that...
Bruh.
Lul!
Nemo! Please.
Fucking Kekwa in the chat, dude. Kekwa in the chat.
LOL.
How it be with my family. Welcome back, Hades. Oh, she's not dead. Ruffalo, I thought the victim died. Yeah, no, she's recovering in the hospital. The wife didn't kill the lady, but yeah, we just proved, Paula, that she was the one that threw the knife that ended up causing her to go to the hospital because it fell on her. Clip it and ship it.
Take two.
Instead, I've managed to create a rift in the relationship of trust between our two empires. And for that, I am truly sorry. One could indeed say that some sort of mischievous spirit has been at work here, I think. One that created a chain of unfortunate mishaps. We were befooled by this spirit and led to false conclusions. But, thanks to Lord Van Zeeks and our young lawyer here from the east, that chain has now been broken and the spirit exorcised. I heartily commend you both.
Oh,
Now then, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Yes, my lord.
In concluding this trial, I must ask one last time for your decisions regarding the defendant's culpability. Are you ready to present your findings to the court?
As the foreman of this jury, I can assure you we've reached a fair and just conclusion.
I do declare the truth can be extremely cruel at times. Well, I didn't suspect the woman next to me, that's for sure.
Hey, sitting in for the old bean while she's out of action, you know, but I know what her decision would be. Does this mean I'll finally be able to get out of here and start work? Well, it's about time.
Those motherfuckers!
I say, I'll have a cork of a story to tell the grandchildren when I get home, won't I? Very well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I hereby demand your final decisions. Mr. Foreman.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Yes, bitch, yes!
Ultra Combo!
We fucking did it, chat. Let's fucking go.
Objection!
Hey, don't object to me, Nemo. What is that? Lyric? Lyric TI? Or trophy? Putting in my 3-week notice this week? For sure, Hades. I assume things are not going well. You deserve better, man.
Very well. Mr. Soseki Natsume, I hereby pronounce you not guilty.
King Combo! Combo Breaker!
And finally, Mr. Natsume. Oh, yes, Lord Sir. You are now a free man once more. It is my hope that you will continue to further your education in British culture. And may you never again be brought before me.
Yes, sir. Of course. On my life, I swear I'll never set foot in a courtroom again. I'm transported to tears.
You son of a bitch! I'm in!
I love the animations of this game.
Thank you, counsels. Court is adjourned.
We did it, Chet.
20th February, 3:17 p.m. The Old Bailey, defendant's antechamber.
Oh, locum.
Wait. You mean me?
Of course.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
SamKim and gamers.
Hello, Holly. Welcome back to the stream.
Cheers!
I see, Hades. I'm doing good, Holly. How about yourself? Hope you're having a nice start to the week so far. Yeah, we're just wrapping up the 4th case in Ace Attorney.
Is that the beautiful Moo? It's me.
Definitely a shout out for Holly. An absolutely amazing human being. Wait, you mean me?
Of course. Is there another locum here?
Is there even one?
Compared to the original locum student, Mr. Naruhodo Esquire, your name has become rather short, hasn't it? Shout out for Sam.
Much love, Holly. I feel like I should get this excited for Holly. Oh my god, Holly! You definitely need to go check her out. You definitely need to click that link and shoot her a follow. It's absolutely imperative. I met her through her mod PR when I was playing New Vegas, and yeah, she's an awesome person, great streamer, amazing positive vibes in that community. Go follow her up. What's wrong with using my actual name?
Oh! Oh, at last! I'm free! I'm free!
Joyful, joyous, jubilant jubilation!
Petty, party, happiness, hurrah! Oh, I am pleased! Mr. Natsume is delighted.
Would it be so hard just to say that then?
Locum, you did it!
Polly's the bestest. I will get excited every time I see you. Grand.
That's a penis.
Yeah, fuck that shit, Hades. Get out of there, man. Sounds like a bunch of pricks. Oh no, Holly. Hey, love and good vibes. I hope he gets well soon. And yeah, I hope you feel better too, Holly. PR, welcome back to the stream, dude. We're just wrapping up case number 4. Cheers, guys. But yeah, I do wish him a speedy recovery.
A new subscriber arrives.
Footlong, thanks for gifting a sub to Holly. Thank you very much, man.
Locum, you did it.
A new subscriber arrives.
Aw, thanks for gifting a sub to PR as well, Footlong. Much love, dude. Enjoy the emotes, the ad-free viewing, and that sub badge for 1 more month. All the love, guys. All the love. All the love. Yeah, for sure, Hades. No problem, dude. But yeah, you honestly, you deserve a lot better for all the work you put in. Fuck people that can't understand and appreciate that. We're gonna be fucking generous, are we? We're gonna be fucking generous. I see how it is, Footlong. Yeah, much love. Thank you so much, dude.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
Welcome to the Samscribers, Allie. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you coming in through Gitfo's raid earlier. Enjoy that sub badge next to your name, those 9 emotes, and the ad reviewing for 1 month.
Sorry.
And since you're a sub, you get your own little sub avatar. So make sure you go down to my stream avatars extension, and then you can choose and customize your own little duders. Ollie and PR. Make sure to customize your avatars as well. Yeah, no problem, Allie. No problem. Thanks for the support. You are beautiful, and you are worth way more. It's true. You gifted me a sub to the best streamer. Oh, Holly, stop. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys.
You saved me from the brink.
Well, what happened to the poor woman was in no way your fault after all. I'm just glad everyone can see that now.
No, not that.
Lovely, loyal, locum lawyer. Yes?
I mean, as I said before, I have just never got used to life here in Great Britain. Every time I look over my shoulder, I see foreigners. I see towering brick buildings. And from high up windows, I see them looking down on me, laughing. Look at that little hunchback.
Aww.
Oh dear.
I'm sure it's all in your head, Mr. Natsume.
But today, you, locum lawyer, gave my gloom the boot. You stood firm behind that baron. You stood firm behind that baronial bench.
Perennial? Baronial? I'm being cheered the heck up. It's a cute emote. These vibes are beautiful. No, you. Baronial. Thank you, Footlong. Thank you. Of course, Hades.
You stood firm behind that baronial bench before all those babbling British. You battled to the bitter end, laying bare the baffling truth. And when I beheld the blinding fireworks among the beams of the Bailey's roof, I bellowed, "Behold the best barrister ever born!"
Well, that's very flattering. And we're very pleased for you.
This has given me a wonderful anecdote to recount my old friends back in Japan.
An anecdote? Is that what's become of all my hard work?
Ah, there you are, my dear
Hellos. I apologize for keeping you waiting. I rose late this morning.
It's Herlock Sholmes. Oh, Mr. Sholmes. What a pleasure to see you.
I see I am here not a moment too soon. A disaster has been averted, I'm glad to say. Oh! The trial shall begin presently, Mr. Naruhodo, and I wish you the very best of luck. It's just finished. Wait, wrong one.
Take 2.
It's just finished.
Bruh.
What? No! Then my haste was in vain. Oh no. Soseki, he's mad. It's you! Herlock Sholmes! Oh, have we met, sir? Yo, dude, fucking windows, please.
Of course, I'm happy I got sent here from the raid. Aw, thank you.
Who's talking about this sleep myth? You all know sleep is fake news created by the scientists and short-stream media. I somehow think it's not in his head. If this guy is always like this, I can absolutely see everyone staring at this guy. He is a bit over the top. Definitely frozen. I agree. Fucking crack addict.
This is Mr. Natsume, the man you had arrested, Mr. Sholmes.
Ah, I see. I failed to recognize you at first. Our previous encounters have taken place in the gloom. Either of your bleak lodgings or that prison cell. I simply couldn't place that curious face in the light. Charming. This is all your fault, Herlock Sholmes. You're the reason I had to go through this terrible ordeal. I'm going to give you a piece of my mind. My apologies, sir. My apologies, sir, but I assure you I have placed you now. You're the fellow who abandoned that poor young lady and ran off, are you not? Ah. Had she been taken to the hospital more urgently, I feel perhaps she would have regained consciousness by now. Oh. But it was unavoidable, I'm sure. We are human. We are but human after all. Anyone would have been shaken by such an experience. I do feel very badly about how I behaved. Well, never mind. Now then, what was it that you wanted to say to me, sir? Nothing. Priceless. Oh, I am sorry, really, but that was quite priceless. Poor Soseki-san. Still, on the bright side, you've had an extremely entertaining experience without paying a penny. And it would seem you were not even found guilty. But there is no bright side.
Whatever do you mean, Mr. Natsume?
Even after this, I'm still cursed. But by the spirits, and
Now by the Reaper.
Ah. Lord Van Zeeks.
I haven't forgotten, you know, what facing that man in court means. Even if you're not found guilty, you're still doomed.
It will be all right, Mr. Natsume. If the Reaper appears trying to make trouble, I will protect you.
Oh, Susato.
With a perfectly executed Susato takedown.
Why did she use it on me?
Bruh.
Oh. Much as I like being turned on my head, a bit of warning might be nice next time, Miss Susato. Ah. Guilt tripping. So, Mr. Natsume, what do you intend to do now? You mentioned something about recounting your experiences to your friends back in Japan? Yes, I intend to return to my homeland soon. Oh! It has already been a year since I arrived here in Great Britain. I visited universities, libraries, bookshops. I've been honored with the tutelage of professors. I've learnt so much about the wealth of literature here and the city it has shaped. And I've come to realize that it is my calling to sail home and tell my fellow countrymen about it. That's very touching, Mr. Natsume. Oh, Susato. Or, in perhaps less veiled terms, you wish to withdraw halfway around the world to escape the terror of the Reaper's curse?
That's not it at all.
The more I learn of literature, the more this strange feeling claws at my insides. I feel compelled to return to my roots and attempt to pen a work of my own. Oh, I see. A work of literature by Soseki-san. Could be an interesting read. And what about Mr. Sato and yourself, Mr. Naruhodo? Sorry, what about us? Will you return to Japan alongside your mustache compatriot? Why would we? A week has not yet passed since we arrived in London. And only now does it feel as though we have finally found our feet. And you are accommodated in a hotel at present, are you not? That's right. But we need to find lodgings before it bankrupts us. I've calculated we can only afford another 10 nights before our entire budget is exhausted. Well then, you could take my lodgings. The windowless room? But what it lacks in windows, it more than makes up for with a floor, a ceiling, and walls. Great. And of course, I'd be happy to leave behind the accursed evil spirit. Oh my, an evil spirit? Oh yes. It tries to suffocate you while you sleep. It's an infallible wake-up call. Well, think about it if that's alright. Perhaps I can offer a more welcome alternative. Would you consider taking lodgings with me? Really? Well, a vacancy has conveniently presented itself. Though it is up in the attic, I might add. Are you sure it isn't just a storage loft? I spoke with the landlady this very morning on the matter of price, and Iris is cleaning the room as we speak. You must come at once. I presume you have no luggage to speak of?
Oh, this is simply wonderful. What an honor to be invited to taking lodgings in the great detective's office's attic. I'm too overcome for words.
LeMayo, where does Watson sleep? She uses on you because you need her. Anyone else would report it as assault. And you did just get the wife of the house arrested. Touche. But yeah, there is no equivalent of Watson in this one. She does have an assistant name, or he does have an assistant named Iris, though. So suggesting we look elsewhere is out, then. Then it's settled. Iris will prepare a welcome dinner this evening. And you must come too, Mr. Natsume. I insist.
I don't know what to say. What? Thank you, and yes. Wonderful. Then I'll go and complete the paperwork for your formal release, Mr. Natsume. It shan't take long. Woohoo!
Somebody's happy. Locum, I knew that you wouldn't let me down.
I'm truly delighted to have met you here in London.
Likewise, Mr. Natsume. It's been a privilege meeting you too. It's a shame that we're going to have to say goodbye so soon. Well, I've come to realize that I belong in Japan. But Locum, we'll meet again one day. Yes, I'm sure. And hopefully by then, I'll be a successful lawyer. Hopefully by then, I'll be a successful author. Well, my dear fellow, our carriage appears to have arrived. Shall we go, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, Mr. Sholmes. I've little doubt Mr. Natsume will be released in time for dinner this evening. And so, with Soseki-san's innocence successfully established, we rode with Mr. Sholmes to what was to become our new home, 221B Baker Street.
Bruh.
20th February, 4:41 p.m. The attic room.
Really, Susato? Ah, well, beggars can't be choosers. So, this
Is to be our new office, yes.
our office? I rather like the sound of that.
Me too. It's simply wonderful, isn't it?
I hope you can see this, Kazuma. It's only a small step. But I'd like to think we're getting a little closer to your dream now. So, my dear fellows, do you like the place? Ah, Mr. Sholmes. Yes. Thank you so much. He looks different. I like that outfit.
It's a delightful room, Mr. Sholmes. I simply adore it.
Good. I'm pleased to hear it. Iris and I are delighted to welcome you.
I hope everyone's hungry. It's nearly time for dinner. We'll eat as soon as Mr. Natsume arrives. We have a lot to celebrate. Iris, you must let me help you.
Susato is so cute. Swear to God.
All right then, Susie. You can be in charge of the salad. Splendid.
So, Mr. Naruhodo, how does it feel to have your own office in the capital? It's very exciting, actually. I can't help wondering what adventures await us. Those were precisely my sentiments when I first established my office at these premises. Until I discovered the dark truth about the city of London, that is. Sorry? London is a glorious place, full of wonder, opportunity, prosperity, and mirth. But the brightest of lights casts the darkest of shadows. Shadows? What do you mean? Well, I believe you're well aware of the murkiness that lies behind London's facade already. So, once again, Mr. Naruhodo, welcome to London. Of course, at the time, I had no idea of the significance of those words Mr. Sholmes so casually spoke. But it wasn't long before my turn came to lift the facade and see the true depth of the murk that lay behind it. And that is the end of case number 4, chat. Officially. Woohoo! Are we going to be Watson?
Nani? Maybe?
Now we are on case number 5. The very last one of the first game of the Chronicles series. Let's go, chat. Yep, so after we complete episode 5, thank you. Thank you, Paula. Thank you. After we complete episode 5, then yeah, we'll either start the second game right away, or I may take a break from Ace Attorney and then come back to it. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, no, it's been fun playing this game once a week, so I wouldn't mind just continuing on and starting up the second game in the Chronicles series. Because yeah, these cases have been pretty fun. But yeah, shout out to all the homies and people for just hanging, chatting, lurking, participating, and yeah, just chilling for these streams. This has been a pretty cool experience for me as a streamer who's never played a visual novel and who was pretty damn worried that honestly that nobody would want to watch because there's like so much text, and yeah, it's just a very niche type of game genre, you know. And considering that I normally play open world games and like survival games and RPGs and stuff like that, this is like definitely out of my wheelhouse. So yeah, dude, thanks for coming to hang out. Like even if you just pop in briefly, yeah, it means a lot. So yeah, we'll start this up next week when I'll be back on my normal schedule. We'll start up episode 5. Ooh, the title screen should be a little bit different now. Actually, oh, no, never mind. I don't think until we start the next case. I come into the sound of Sam suggesting he's going to leave soon. Yeah, I'm sorry, Faye. Yep, it's past midnight. So yeah, I do have to start wrapping things up. Yeah, we just finished case number 4. I need to play this for myself. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, if you like visual novels and you like murder mysteries, dude, this game is really, it's pretty good. There is a lot of reading, definitely. But yeah, what's really cool about this game is, here, I'll just show you in the options. Let's say you get stuck, or you're not really liking a particular case, or you don't even want to play the game per se, in terms of finding out the pieces of evidence, and you want to just see how the story plays out. Dude, you just turn on story mode. And it allows you to progress through the game automatically without having to press any buttons. The answers to questions, presentation of evidence, etc. are all handled on your behalf, so that you can essentially just watch it and enjoy it for what it is. And you can turn this on and off whenever you want. I do my best to bring some insanity to the chat at least. Your VA is amazing. Aw, thanks, Piano Man. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Glad you enjoy it. You too, Ali. Thank you. Good night, morning, you guys. It's 3 a.m. here, and I need to recharge. Paula, no problem. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Thanks for participating with all those huge bitches. And yeah, thanks for the raid earlier, too. Sleep well, have a great night, and yeah, a fantastic Tuesday ahead.